So, Justin, what's Hadopt doing?
So, Hadapt, we've been around about 3 years now, and we are basically building an analytical database on top of Hadoop. So, if you're familiar with this whole SQL on Hadoop space, right? No, you've never heard of it?
This must be something new.
Yeah. Well, not that new anymore now. But we like to think of ourselves as kind of the pioneers of that space way back 3 years ago, based on some research in the Yale Computer Science Department. So my co-founder is Daniel Abadi, who's a professor there, whose prior research actually led to the founding of Vertica before becoming a professor. And so effectively, we built this platform on top of Hadoop. It sits on top of the Hadoop distribution and allows you to work with data inside of Hadoop using SQL.
Yeah. And literally on top, or?
Well, sort of embedded inside of it. So we like to think of, this will be a chance to draw.
Yeah.
We like to think of Hadoop as sort of the operating system for us. And it has all that fault tolerance and sort of resource management and so forth. And we work with any of the distributions. So just like there's different distros of Linux, obviously different distros of Hadoop. And then Hadapt installs on top of that. And effectively what we're doing is you've already got HDFS as a part of Hadoop, certainly. But we actually add a relational database component. That's one of the things that makes us very unique architecturally. Hopefully I can spell here on the fly. So what that does is that allows us to basically leverage relational database technology, which is more mature and has a lot of advantages from a performance standpoint in terms of indexing and so forth, and leverage that as a part of the platform. And then we've got our own sort of SQL query engine up here that allows you to query that data in SQL. You can query both data inside of HDFS and also data in this sort of relational store.
And did you rewrite those parts? One of the challenges that I think we see is that some folks trying to reinvent the wheel with SQL and Hadoop, right? So in one really interesting observation, it looks like your RDBMS is not sitting on top of HDFS, right? So if you think about other SQL-related things, and they're usually super slow because HDFS is a sequential optimized file system. This is more kind of a B-tree random access. So your RDBMS is not on top of HDFS. Do I understand that right?
It's not really on top of HDFS. It is certainly installed in the same data nodes. But to your point, this is written in C. This is optimized, and therefore you get a lot of those advantages.
So you by far the fastest SQL on top of Hadoop then?
We certainly think so, yeah.